Max, do you want a cupcake?
Oh wait, no shot. No. Wait. I'm not even joking. Because I thought I was thinking about how to do the intro as well. That came into my mind. That exact same thing.
Welcome back to Bedrock Besties. We are literally so brain rotted we thought of the same thing. We're covering EDP today. That's right. Eat that. We say that word? What fax is? Sorry. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below to feed the algorithm quads. And code word for today, so I know you didn't skip the intro, is cupcake. It has to be cupcake, right? Okay. It just has to be. There's just no way it can't be. Yeah. Well, I hope you have fun alongside us. Don't forget to check out the original video linked in the description below. Yeah. Are we hitting play?
The longest time I had no idea who EDP was. The most I knew was what people were saying that he did or what he was. Now, if you don't know what he did, YouTube technically won't allow me to tell you. So we're going to use a term I saw others using, chasing cupcakes. If you don't know what that might mean, then look in the comments and they'll explain. Now, EDP had a problem. He just kept getting caught chasing cupcakes by YouTubers. Now, that got me thinking, why isn't he in jail? Well, we're gonna answer that question today. First of all, come to find out, EDP was an upcoming YouTuber. People loved him for his brash style, his super honest shock value statements, like going to the laundromat, pulling out somebody's bra and burying his face in it. Now, people weren't sure if he was serious or not, but he entertained a subset of people. Now, I know what you're thinking. How? Well, you'd be surprised. A lot of people that do shock value type things can garner a core fan base, especially back when he was rising up. It was like 2020, and before 2020, edgy shock value humor was a lot more accepted than it is today. So
you realize our channel's humor is like sussy innuendo jokes and us just being old.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Well, no, facts. Don't, you're not old.
Yeah. Facts, you're the young one here.
Hey, bro, I got back problems as well, guys. Let me in.
That's because you're a gamer.
Let me in the club.
No. We are back problems because our back problem. No, Alicia, you're not even old. 28? You're not even old. You're not even 30.
You know what? That's true. But also,
so all this time, I'm like,
Also, I feel like cancer aged me like 10 years. To be fair, though.
Do you know what? Fair.
Yeah.
You get
I think I get the pass on that one for becoming
You're right. Yeah. True.
Hey, guys, just saying, I'm here. I'm just putting that out there. If you ever want to let me in, I'm just had to put that out.
When you get to maybe
guys.
27, then we'll let you in. But then by that time, oh boy.
Yeah, by that time, oh my man, the moment I pop out babies, I swear to God, Fax is gonna be like, oh guys, look, I became an adult. Like,
yeah.
Mama, we made it.
Man, to be young again. The dream.
I miss my early 20s.
Speaking of young again.
Yeah.
So he's doing all these things, and somebody comes out and says, "Hey, he chases cupcakes." Suddenly, a bunch of people start posting screenshots of him chasing cupcakes. So the internet was
a terrible picture.
The internet does what they do. They've ruined him. They basically make it so his socials from all over YouTube, Instagram, it did not matter, taken down. Now, his main source of income was his YouTube videos, so that was the biggest blow to him, but YouTube was probably excited to take it down. YouTube does not like things that make the platform look bad. That's why I have to say chasing cupcakes. He was gone, but that YouTube money must have been too good, because
I just realized he is a very clean person when it comes to his videos.
Yeah.
He must make insane money from his videos.
Yeah.
Because you know what his okay, for those of you guys who don't know the background about YouTubing, is that there's different amounts of money that you can make. There's a thing called CPM and RPM. It's how much money you make per 1,000 views, right? And some people who have cleaner channels, who don't say cuss words, who can avoid sensitive topics, they get a really high RPM. Deservedly so. Right? Deservedly so. We ain't gonna get that. I'm just letting you guys know that honestly.
We cost too much.
We're cooked. But
I've tried to tell them to calm down, but they just don't want to listen. I'm the good guy here, guys.
I just like to be real and authentic.
No, you don't swear way more than I do. You don't swear way more than I do. Facts. You're not even in a question. You just swear all the time, Alicia. So do you. I can't even
from New
lie.
Zealand, bro. Like New Zealand, Australia. Like it's like, automatically. It's
from the first episode that we started reacting to this dude, you literally said the only thing, but he said I can't even say it on the channel, but you said it anyway.
Oh, I swear to God.
Oh, that's what he said.
Right, they don't even know what the word is. It's already muted. We good.
Yeah.
Every swear word is getting edited.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Good.
Was not giving up. He waits until the dust settles and comes back on the platform. People are like,
as they all do.
He said, because I'm sorry. Everyone's like, okay, well. He said, I'm sorry that Cupcakes messaged me, and then you guys call me the bad guy for responding. How does that make sense? Everyone's like, it makes perfect sense. He says, well, I guess we'll just have to agree to disagree. Now, at this point,
these pictures
I'm
are peak, by the way. He has done his
fan
research
base
on point.
size.
Yeah, they're
his
fun.
fan base was probably right here. After his apology, it goes to about right here. People hated it. They were like, oh, he's just an unapologetic weirdo. Another YouTuber takes it a step further by setting him up, Chris Hansen style. For those of you that don't know, there used to be a show called The Catch Up, I don't know if I can say that word, where somebody would pose as a cupcake, talk to a cupcake chaser, and then invite them to the house. Chris Hansen will be waiting for them, talking about what's going on.
That's the same house that dude ate the pizza in.
Bro, I was just thinking that as well. I was
Yeah,
like,
it is.
That's the same house as the pizza dude.
Yeah. We offered him the slice.
Yeah.
Chris Hansen would be like, don't worry about it. Just go outside. You good. Cupcake chaser would be like, go outside, the police would take him down. So like I said, a YouTuber decides to model after that show, except for the police part. Okay, listen closely. This YouTuber poses as a cupcake, invites EDP out, showing that EDP took a step forward. Like now it's not just he's talking to cupcakes, now he's actually willing to meet a cupcake. The YouTuber ambushes him and says, yo, so you're actually willing to meet cupcakes? EDP, just like the cupcake chasers on Chris Hansen's show, goes, nothing to say. But again, there are no police here because this isn't an official investigation. So the YouTuber who catches EDP can't really do anything. EDP can literally just go home. So EDP just goes home and decides to make another apology video. He says, this time, guys, I'm really sorry. People are like, I don't know. He said, I'm sorry that this whole thing was an act. This whole thing was an act. That YouTube video that they posted about me, I was acting. He asked me to come play that part. He said, here's the proof right here. EDP, can you come be a cupcake chaser? People said, you photoshopped that, he said. And on top of that, people said, yo, this doesn't erase all the other weirdo stuff that you were accused of.
He said,
doing. This didn't look like an act. So what's going on? He said, y'all bringing up pretty good points. So he had to apologize for real. Especially because YouTube took down this second account he made. Because YouTube isn't the police. They can take down whoever they want. They know people hate him. They hate his content. They're like, bye-bye. Money gone again. So he comes out on like this third-party website saying, hey, they ban him. So he comes out on this third-party website. They ban him. So he has to make his own website saying, I'm really, really sorry. Sorry that people keep trying to catch me doing bad things. Yeah, he spends more time in this apology video talking about people trying to catch him in the act. And at this point, his fan base goes from here to here. Yeah, he still has fans at this point. And as for the police, they still can't really do anything. Prosecutors want to win cases. All he would have to do is go up and say, I was acting. That's it. People could show all the messages of his cupcake chasing. He said that was all an act. I was doing that for clout. I was doing that for clicks. And since the police didn't do a legal investigation, then they'd have to take his word for it and let him go. So they don't even try. Well, here's where things start to get wicked. Since the police weren't doing anything, people started taking matters into their own hands. He doesn't have a YouTube career anymore. People find out that he's working in places like CVS for security. He's working at McDonald's. People get him fired for each and every one of the
there's your street justice coming back.
Oh my God.
They then take it a step further. YouTubers do another sting operation to catch up.
That's Gideon in this one.
EDP is wild. Now let me say this, and this is no offense to EDP, but he doesn't seem like the sharpest tool in the shed. He seems almost childlike when.
Is he wearing a cupcake? Wait, hold up.
He wearing a whole cupcake. Gideon is wearing a cupcake outfit. That ain't no way.
God, you're a menace for real.
No way. That's so crazy.
when he gets caught for these actions. So they say, hey, we got you again. What's going on? You came here to meet a cupcake. He says, I did all that to make y'all catch me. I knew y'all was, I figured it out. The YouTuber's like, no, you didn't, bro. These texts are incriminating. He said, yes, I did. They said, EDP, what you doing? He said, huh? The YouTubers then get a call from the cupcake that was actually messaging EDP. She said, EDP is messaging me right now while he's talking to y'all. Everybody said, EDP. He said, huh? I said, girl, what did he say? He was cussing her out. Basically saying, you lame for trying to get me caught. It was wild. But this time, the cupcake, the girl, she files a report. And the YouTubers say, hey, we have this video as any evidence that you might need, police. The police still said, we can't do anything about it. Because what you got to understand is it doesn't matter how much evidence you have. The strength of the evidence is what matters. This is a YouTube. Is
that not strength enough?
He can say anything. The police departments are not the ones that asked the cupcake to do this. In fact, EDP can say or do whatever he wants on camera since it's not a police sting operation. Because he just has to say, I was acting for attention. And interestingly enough, police did ask YouTubers to stop doing sting operations like this because, well, of course it is dangerous. You never know what a cupcake chaser, the lengths they might go to. And also it kind of weakens a prosecutor's case a little bit. He could just be like, oh, I thought y'all were YouTubers trying to catch me again. That being said, that doesn't mean that will work, but he has a little more ammo. That being said, it's kind of a hard topic though, right? Because the YouTubers aren't necessarily wrong for what they're doing because in a lot of people's eyes, police, you guys weren't going to do anything about it in the first place. So we're trying to take matters into our own hands. But to take things a step further, listen closely. I'm sure police are like, we're not going to spend all that money and manpower just to get one guy y'all want me to catch. But to take things a step further, I personally think the police should oblige because technically the police are the will of people, right? They're getting tax dollars from people. If a huge group of people wants this person behind bars for what they're doing, then the police
they should
put a little manpower into that. I don't know if they are, I don't know if they aren't, but regardless.
That's a good point to me.
Okay, kid.
Yeah. That's very true.
Okay. That's why we him for real. He get it. He get it.
That's a very good point, which I didn't think of that myself. I know a lot of us probably went, yeah, wait a minute, they do work for us. They are. They do what we tell them what we should do.
Yeah, it is about the will of the people and like protection. It's like, hey, there's that much public outcry about it. I don't know, dog. Like, shouldn't there be some consideration?
You should go and if the people that are paying you to do something about it, do something about it.
Only they ever use that logic.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But at least they don't really have a platform.
Positives.
he just keeps getting dunked on by the internet. So like, you know what? Even if the police takes an L, at least like, you know, the online internet keeps on him. Like how he in those pictures. I cannot believe it's not been mentioned yet.
The incident but he can still take cupcakes. I let you guys catch me on purpose. He comes out with another apology. He said, look, everybody, I'm sorry. Everyone's like, oh, we're not falling for that. He said, oh, you're not falling for it? All right, let me just say it anyway. I'm sorry that this channel might get deleted. Everyone's like, boo. In the video, he's just upset saying that my new channel is about to be deleted. Oh yeah, YouTube let him make another channel. He made a new channel. He said, sorry, this channel might get deleted, blah, 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 blah. People were like, that's not what we want you to be sorry for. But at this point, people were pretty tired of him and kind of saw him as a joke. And I'm sure a lot of people realize he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. It's kind of like disciplining a child and the child doesn't know why you're disciplining them. So people were basically like, stay on that side of the internet. We'll wait till you mess up enough to get arrested. But then he comes out with more videos. That's probably why you've seen a bunch of EDP content lately. He comes out with recent videos not really justifying what he did, but basically saying like, people should take accountability for chasing Cupcake. I'm on y'all side. That stuff ain't cool.
What?
I was in a dark place in my time. He actually makes a half decent apology this time. He says he was in a dark place. He shouldn't be hanging around certain people. I said half decent. I didn't say decent. He said he apologized to his friends and family for his behavior, but people still weren't going for it. They're like, it just don't sound right. It kind of sounded like a YouTuber apology when they do something absolutely wild.
Colleen Ballinger, aka Miranda Sings. Don, do you know about this one?
Play the ukulele.
Don, you don't know about this one?
No.
We really
I think I've seen a picture of her before, but I don't know who she is. Wait. Is she the one that was smiling? No.
Donathan.
Who? What did she do? What did she do?
She did a ukulele apology.
What did she apologize for?
Oh, well, quite a few things actually. She did very weird things towards cupcakes, like sending her bra and panties. And when she went to do live shows, they would come on stage, and then she would tell them and over-sexualize their bodies. Even make one of them while they're wearing yoga pants, like put their legs open, and all underage, by the way. Yep.
What the?
She had a group chat with minors where she would talk about sex and genitalia and her relationship with her husband.
She was married and still was. What?
Remember what we said before? Remember we talked about this before? It don't matter if you married.
I feel sick to my stomach.
She has a Netflix show as her alternate personality, which is she's like an online persona and also her real like kind of thing. So Colleen Ballinger is her actual name, and then Miranda Sings is like her child like friendly sort of thing, and that's the famous side, which is like the one that she like tours on stage with, and like.
Do they not just find older people attractive? Like I don't understand it. Like it actually confuses my brain. Like 20 plus, like that's fine. That's an adult.
Bro, she had a husband just to save face. That's crazy.
Oh,
and also,
man.
you know what we do on this channel? We watch To Catch a Predator because we get to watch those tackled to the ground and arrested. All right, because you know what? These mother doing snake ass, these YouTuber scum get away with it. But then you look over and you see To Catch a Predator, and you're like, "Thank you, Chris Hansen. Thank you, Chris Hansen. We needed that, Chris Hansen." He still has a show, by the way. Chris Hansen's still catching predators to this day.
Oh, he's still going?
Yeah.
Yo, he's doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, his new show is called Takedown with Chris Hansen. He's still doing it. Yep.
Good for him.
Good on him.
Mm-hmm. We'll cover some of those too. Don't worry. I'll show you the new stuff. He's still out here. Yep.
Sweet.
Getting it done. We love Chris Hansen.
My bad. But you want to hear a secret? I'm willing to bet that the reason EDP be doing all this, saying all these apologies and stuff like that, is to get his name out there again. Enough people have caught on to the fact that if you just let him stay on his side of the internet and ignore him, he's gonna be irrelevant. He'll have his pocket of core fans. Oh, by the way, his fan base went to about right there. Yeah, he still has fans. Then that'll be that. He'll eventually disappear into the universe. But him coming out and talking about the incident will spawn YouTube videos saying, EDP's back. Every YouTuber and their mom will talk about this. EDP becomes relevant again. So now I know what you're thinking. Whoa, Seb, you're making a video about EDP. Aren't you part of the problem? Well, I disagree with that line of logic. I think in today's social media climate, people are too smart. Just because every YouTuber talks about you doesn't mean you're gonna get a boost in views. Everyone's just gonna be like, oh, I remember that guy. He sucks. Maybe one or two people will watch his video to see the apology, but after that, no one's gonna watch his video. It kind of reminds me of how back in the day, remember how a massive YouTuber can give someone a shout out and that person instantly becomes famous? You can't do that anymore. I feel like nowadays people have evolved to a point where they're too smart and too guarded.
Yeah, Don, give me a shout out, bruh.
Yeah, Don.
You don't need one. You're more famous than me.
Come on, Don.
You know, I'm both more famous than me. What do you mean? I'm not even famous.
Wait, his channel's dying anyway. No, who cares about
it? Oh, yeah, his channel's dying. Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
You know,
those of you guys on YouTube who don't understand that is because Don looked at his numbers, which are good numbers, and he's like, "Yeah, my channel's dying." Yeah, and I'm like, "Dude, you make the same amount of views as my channel. What? It's dying." And he's
they were lower.
What, lower? So yeah, they were lower.
Let's just wrap this video up. We don't need to go into this.
All right, guys. I'm not going to spread lies like that.
As I did the intro, I'll do the outro. Thank you for watching Bedrock Besties. Check out the Patreon. Subscribe to become a Bedrock today, and we will catch you Bedrocks in a bit.
It's not bed. It's Bedrot.
Oh,
stop talking about Minecraft.
Bro, you had a chance to plug the Patreon and be like, yo, my channel's dying anyway, bro. Support this one so we can survive.
Take two. All right, guys. Check out the original creator. He's absolutely the go at storytelling. We're definitely gonna check out some more. As he said, Alicia can react to it. Hopefully he knows that we're doing it as well. But either way, he's a goat. Check him out in the description down below. Check out our Patreon to Bedrot Besties. Yeah, okay, cool. And check out my channel as well because it's starting to support me too. And also check out everybody else's channel will be in the description down below, as well as Fax's new channel.
His channel grew over the past 3 months. He's lying to you.
All right, bye guys. Bye.
Bye.